play tonight. Obviously, her experience has been a big key for you this year, and then certainly was again tonight.
Well, we've got some young players, and thank goodness we got an Anne-Marie Lanning running around out there with them. I've said all along, we got some great players on our team that are very young, sophomores and freshmen. Ebony Rowe being one, Ice Ely, Kiki Stewart. But our MVP of our basketball team is Anne-Marie Lanning. She keeps us together. She was, at halftime in there, I was raising all kinds of cane, and she was in there saying, we're not going to lose this basketball game, and came back out and made some plays, knocked down some free throws. You know, I don't know where we'd be without her this year.
You talk about the completion of the game change. Certainly, Ebony, in the first half only 3 points, and when Arnika Brown picks up her third, fourth foul there, you guys really did a good job of attacking underneath there, and Ebony with 18 in the second half.
We had a little talk with Ebony at halftime. I don't know if it worked, but evidently it did. I mean, she was not posting up early enough. Arnika was getting position on her, and when Anne-Marie had the ball, Arnika was already there, so we got her posted up a little sooner. Was able to get a lob in there to her, a time or two. She got her third foul. They took her out. Then we got another lob or two in there, and then next thing you know, Ebony's off and running. But Ebony's done that for us all year. We're very, very, very glad to have this Kentucky girl in Murfreesboro. I'll tell you that right now.
How much did Western kind of change with Arnika out?
Well, Western, I'm going to tell you, I say a lot of things to get the people up here stirred up, but I'm going to tell you, I have more respect for Western than any other program that we go play because of the fans here. I know the fans don't like me, and that's why I like them, because they don't like me. But, I say things just to get them stirred up. But they have a passion for the game of basketball. I have a passion for the game of basketball. So that is the one thing that kind of brings us together. And, got great tradition here. Mary Taylor does a great job. She's a good family person. She's a good coach, and she's been very, very successful. Plus, she has in her heart a passion for Western Kentucky. Why would you want anybody else besides her? She's good. She does a great job.
Anne-Marie, can you just talk a little bit about the second half? I know you really struggled offensively as a team at the end of the first half, but what y'all were able to do, obviously Ebony was a big part of that.
Yeah, like Coach said, we talked about it at halftime, and he had a talk with Ebony. And that play, special, one of our main plays is ran to get the ball to Ebony. She's primary. So once we got her to realize you have to post her up, she's getting in front of you, she just started getting the seal, and then we were able to get the pass in between there. And there was just a bunch of options off of that play that when they fronted her, we had this, that. And so I just think that we executed almost to a T, if not to the T, in the second half.
Coach, did you guys do anything in the mid part of the second half defensively that you felt like really frustrated? You went,
Didn't let them high low,
lead, but it was never really a run.
Tried to keep them from high low, and that's how they were getting the ball to Arnika. And when she wasn't just going and getting it, what a great athlete. But we tried to keep the ball out of that high post there, keep them from high low, and we missed it a time or two, and they got us. But most of the time, when we were making them use the shot clock up, they had to force a quick shot, and we got a few rebounds there when we needed to. And that was able to push it out. And then another one of our freshmen hit a big three for us, Jordan Luckman. We're just a young team. It's been like this every game this year. This is the type of games we've been in from the very first game against Central Florida in it, Bree.
Yes, sir.
And, they're growing up. They're growing up. We're not where we need to be, but we're getting there.
Young team, but yet tonight you clinched at least a share of the East Division, and we talk about that accomplishment.
Well, I think more than anything, 20 wins.
Right.
Good gracious. I think that's kind of been a benchmark for me on the high school level, and then when I came to the college level. When you get 20 wins, you got a good basketball team. When you get 30 wins, you got a great team. So, and the girls know that. I don't think anybody would have gave them a chance of getting 20 wins this year. With all, we got 14 young ladies and 11 of them freshmen and sophomores. So, with no experience, because I didn't play any of them last year. I played those seniors last year with Anne-Marie, and that's it. I didn't care what anybody said. I was going to ride them to the end. And I guess now I'm going to have to ride these freshmen and sophomores to the end.
Coach, you said you like to keep things, stirred up between these two teams. A lot of times.
Not between the teams. I got respect for the teams. The fans, you got to stir them up a little bit, and get in their heads a little bit, and that's part of coaching, and I've always done that. But let me tell you something. I have respect for this place up here. They love basketball. I love basketball.
Well, I mean, a lot of sports, a lot of times you see rivalries fade. I mean, is that kind of the biggest thing there, keeping some heat in this rivalry? I mean, is that kind of one of the things you like to see, make sure this this rivalry doesn't fade?
Yeah. I don't like red. I had a red Corvette, and I burned it.
Not a blue one.
Bought me a blue one. Yeah. Any more questions?
Any other questions?
I didn't really burn my red Corvette. I was traded for my blue one, okay? Thank y'all.
Thanks, Coach.